What up? Welcome back to Cool Kid TCG. I have a matchup today of Blue Buggy into Black Yellow Luffy. Not a matchup you see a lot nowadays. Playing my good friend Sal. Thinking about this hand. It has a Croc and Mihawk in it. I like that, but I'm ultimately going to decide to mole it. Mainly because I want some searchers, I think. I just want to be able to cycle. So yeah, I think it could just get better. I believe we won the dice roll. We're going first. The idea with Black Yellow Luffy's, I'm just not going to swing until I get my board established. I'm lucky to have bottom decking. I can bottom deck Sabo blockers. And then the 12k bodies definitely really help when he becomes like a 9k leader or something along those lines. So yeah, mold our hand. Got to keep this one. And yeah, so here we go. And we're going to start off with a 1 Dawn. We do have a cross-guild searcher, so we'll search top 4 for cross-guild. We can add a 10 cost Buggy to hand. And I accidentally draw too many cards. I tell him I drew one too many cards. Think about what card to add. I add the 10 cost Buggy. I'm like, what do you want me to do with that? I looked at it. I saw what it was. He goes, roll for it. Even put it on top, odd put it on the bottom. I'm like, dude, I like your style, dude. Never done this before. Even we put it back on top. I don't think it makes any difference in the game knowing that card at this point. My moves are pretty locked in. But yeah, unfortunate. Might be time to change over sleeves. But yeah, he goes to his 2 Dawn turn. And then he just passes. We drew the card we knew we were going to draw. Tap 1 for a Galdino searcher. Search top 4. You can add a Croc and Mihawk, so let's add that. And then we can tap 2 for a Richie blocker and then just pass it back to him. Definitely just not going to swing. His like kind of whole thing is like he needs to get down to 0 life. I'm not going to contribute to that in any capacity. He's going to get down to 0 life. He's going to do it himself. And like with this, with the Zeus, he takes the top life. He pops our Richie blocker. That's kind of okay. It's a chump blocker anyways. He swings 5 life. We take no trigger. We go to our 5 Dawn turn. The idea here is we're going to Croc and Mihawk. But we're gonna promo Buggy into Mihawk first, just because we have that play set up. We don't have if I had an Alvida, I'd probably Croc and Mihawk first. But I like the idea of that's set up for us right there, so we're able to do that. I didn't want to play 2k down yet at this point. He's going to tap 2 for Hiyori. It allows him to take the top or bottom life and put 1 on top. He puts 1 on top. He tap 2 for a baby Luffy, which he can sack the turn to reveal the top card of his life. It's an adult Luffy. It's the Rocket Luffy. Kind of hard to see. The Egghead Luffy. And then he's going to swing. I believe this is a 9 life. We take no trigger. We get the Alvida. So now on our 7 Dawn turn, we can leader ability into Croc and Mihawk into Alvida. So let's do that. Leader ability, pitch. Think on what card to pitch. Then if we have to pitch a 2K, we play down the Croc and Mihawk, draw 2, trash 1. We'll pitch an Alvida. Draw 3, trash 2. We'll pitch the promo Croc and the Croc and Mihawk. And we still have the Cross Guild Searcher, so we can search top 4. Can add another 10 cost Buggy. We're going to bottom deck another one. And we're going to have the 1 Dawn standing. And then at this point, I think we're just going to pass. We're ready to Buggy next turn. Our board's looking pretty awesome. His only real threat to swing is the Luffy. He could also sack that Luffy at any point to KO a 4 cost, but our Alvida is a 5 cost, so we would have some cost reduction necessary to be able to pop something on board, but we can prevent it with the Croc and Mihawk on board. So he's on his 9 Dawn turn, his 8 Dawn turn. He's going to swing 7 life, and I'll take this one, no trigger. Now he's going to swing another 7 life, and I'm just thinking, how much Dawn do you have standing? I think he has 6. I'm going to turn the Mihawk sideways and give him a 2k on top of that. And here at one point, the lights are kind of going out. It's really hot in this room. The ACs were working overtime and then kind of stopped working, so they're trying to fix the power, I think. So if you saw the lights kind of flashing, that's what that was. And then now I think he has like 6 Dawn standing, 5 Dawn standing. He's going to sack the Luffy and attempt to KO the Alvida. I remind him, Alvida's a 5 cost. You can't do that. I said you still might want to do it to get the draw. I don't know. but you can't pop the Alvida. So he goes, let's pop the Galdino. He gets the draw. And then he puts that Luffy into the trash, which honestly probably is a very smart play because I was about to bottom deck it. He swings like 7 with the Zeus, so we give him 2k, 1k. So and the funny thing is I'm gonna swing into the Zeus and kill it anyways. So we go to our 9-Don turn. The idea here is let's search with the Galdino, and wow, this is a lot of Richies in the search. We're gonna add a Richie to hand. And the idea here is we're going to drop the 10 cost Buggy. But I'm kind of looking up at his board. I'm like, dude, his board's just the Hiyori. I'm really going to bottom deck this Hiyori with the Buggy. But yeah, we're going to do it. So we're going to leader ability. Tap 5. Well, we're waiting for it, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leader ability. I'm thinking about what to do with the remaining Dawn. I'm going to put some pressure. I'm going to swing 7 life. He kind of has to respect this one because then I could put a whole bunch of pressure with the Crockett Mihawk and with the Mihawk. So he is going to give 2k, 1k. But I'm not going to turn my board sideways anymore. But I did want him to kind of respect that one swing. So we will establish the 10 cost Buggy, bottom deck his Hiyori, and pass it back to him. So he has no board. He's at 2 life. We're in a very strong spot where we can push next turn. Yeah, and it's going to take some resources for him to awaken to get down to 0 life. He's going to tap 1 for a Flampe, take the top card of his life, and then draw a card. Going to do the exact same thing again. So now he is down to 0 life, and he did draw a lot of cards. But he's at 0 life. So he's going to be able to awaken, put 2 Dawn on leader. He's going to activate leader effect. First, he's checking his trash. He has to pitch 1 card. Then he can put any Luffy, Sabo, or Ace 5 costs into his life face up. Any face up life cards, when they're hit, they go to the bottom of the deck rather than trash. So he's going to put an Ace and a Luffy into his life. And I believe he has about 4 or 5 Dawn standing. He used 2 for the Flampes. I think he's going to tap 2 for a baby Ace. Play out the Rush Ace. Buff his leader by 7. And I think he still has 4 Dawn. So he's going to swing 9 here. I'm just thinking about what he's going to do. Swing 9. He could play... The 2 is probably going to be for a baby Luffy. That's what I would think that's for. I don't think there's no way you can play another rusher. There's no other attacks. There's just going to be these 2 attacks. So do I take the 9? It could potentially be an 11k swing coming down. I'll take the 9 here. No trigger. And he's going to swing 9. And I could turn the Mihawk sideways and then 2k, 1k, which I will. And then he passes to us. He has 2 Dawn standing, which I kind of thinking about. I'm thinking what that could be. I had played him earlier in a practice game. I know what it is, but in my head I'm thinking double room. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm going to push for game here. So I'm going to swing 12 life, and he's going to tap 2 for that Vortex. Black Vortex minus his 4,000 power and negates the ability. So now I'm asking, but he has to choose the same one. He chooses leader, so he negates my leader ability. I can't do leader ability anymore. That Luffy goes to the bottom of his... He does take the hit. He minus his 4,000 to my leader, and now I'm just thinking... I'm just going to swing a big number here. 17 into 7. He's got about 7 or 8 cards in hand, so he gives 2k, 1k. I think the rest is just 1ks. And we're able to get the dub here. So yeah, again, slight mistake potentially with the Black Vortex. I didn't play around it, but at the same time, I was going for game. So I'm okay with him doing it on leader because I probably wasn't going to do leader ability, but at the end of the day, I did, if he was able to counter out, I don't have a fail safe. I'm not going to be able to bottom deck that Ace like I wanted to, or at least as the fail safe. But we are able to get game. Let me know in the comments and you can do differently. Really appreciate you guys, and see you next time.